Right, so we're back in Duskers for part 7, and got the long-range scanners now, so we can see a little bit further into the galaxy. But for now, I think we can do one more ship. We've got a lot of jumps left. So if you look at the bottom right over here, we've got a lot of jumps left, so we don't need to specifically stick to the system if there's not any good options. But we still have this Garden Tiger private class ship, which is volatile. That's a problem, but it's only one infestation type. It doesn't have a lot of scrap. The fuel depot, we don't really need to visit the fuel depot, or any of them, because fuel's not the problem. The problem that we do have right now is the fact that we only have, well, I guess we have 3 drones, that's fine. This third one, I'm not putting anything on it because I'm going to use that to salvage other drones. It doesn't have a lot of hit points, and I think that's going to be our problem because we just don't have a lot of backup scrap at the moment. So that's what we need to try and sort out here. So we'll travel over to this. The current ship. Is this our ship? Oh, our ship is called the Justice Rider, I guess. I never noticed that before. Yeah, let's board. It's a little bit of extra story here. Basically, I said before that I might at a later point try to piece all of this together and do a video on the lore of the game, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that right now. This is apparently a luxury vessel, according to that entry. And yeah, we'll do the same thing we always do, which is to start exploring with Hailey. So there's something there that we can take. Ship upgrade. There's a turret in here that could be useful later on. So we'll gather that and we'll get Hal over into R3 to pick up that ship upgrade for us. Oh, and we can remotely power R3 as well. What happened to my remote? That's strange. Oh, this is a big problem. I don't have any generators. I'm not going to be able to do anything here because I might just be able to exit and come back. But I used to have a remote generator on the ship, and I think without that I'm stuck. So, okay, fine. We'll go back. I have no idea how that happened. I don't recall taking that out. Apparently we collected... Oh, we did collect the fuel. We've survived 83 days so far. So I can board it again. Let's go into the ship config. Oh, here it is, remote power. No idea what happened to that, but we'll... Oh, I'm not allowed to board this again? Seriously? So you can only board it once. Well, I guess that's to sort of stop players from exploiting and doing what I just did, where you can just go back and re-outfit your team again. So I can either go to this thing. This just doesn't seem worth it. I don't need fuel. And it's got 2 infestation types and it's volatile. So instead of going there, we will rather... In fact, I want to keep traveling in the universe if I can do that. So I want to see if I can go to a system that's got a jump gate. This doesn't. Sorry. This is mostly fuel depots. Not really what I'm looking for. It's got a space station that has 2 infestation types. How about this one? Oh wait, I just saw how much fuel this actually takes. Maybe I'm not as good on fuel as I thought I was, because I've got 5 jump fuel if that's how it works, and this takes 3. So I may need to actually go and pick up some fuel. But we can get fuel on normal ships as well. And a bunch of these only has 1 infestation type. A lot of them has 2 as well. This thing has so much scrap, and scrap's what we need right now. But I think we're going to face a lot of enemies there. At least that's interesting though, so let's go there. And let's see if this actually does use 3 fuel. So we have 5 now. Yep. Okay, so I'm not as good on fuel as I thought I was. We will jump to the system that's marked by Y next if fuel is an issue, because we have enough left to go there. But I definitely do want to visit this barge A. We'll just check our config again before we go. These are all fine. I'm not going to put a generator on because I definitely do have remote power now. And we'll just go ahead and board. Right. Yeah, okay, so we can get straight into this. There's the generator, that's good. This is a corridor. Some fuel. There's a turret, that could be useful. So if we do run into stuff, if we can find an interface to use, we'll just let the turret take care of it. And of course we want to get this as well, and then we will remotely power whatever this room is. A R or 2. Great. So if I don't have the video feed, I'm not going to be able to tell if this drone is running into issues. And I'm going to close up the airlock. We will... I mean, I just don't... I'm hearing a really weird noise. Let's move this into some other room. Well, I can only really move it into R3, and the problem is that I know that there's 2 different types of infestation on this ship, so it's really not worth risking it. I'm not hearing all of those weird noises now. I can't think of anything else to do while this video feed is out, and I don't think there's any way to fix that. I guess you kind of just need to wait it out. So we've got the video signal back. I did wait for that, and I'm going to try to clear out this room in the safest way by just approaching it from one side so that I don't need to, there we go, worry about stuff being on a side that I can't see. Wait, what did I just open? D13? No, I didn't want to open that. D14. So easy to... Whoa! Oh shit. Can this... Okay, the stealth is not protecting me. Get out from... This is not good. Can I get... I save this drone. It's disabled completely. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up D14. Then we're gonna open up A3. Close up D14. Close up A3. Okay, I've just ruined that room, but I've saved my drone in the process. So, but by saved, I mean I can actually get it back in a separate mission. It's useless to me in this mission. And I may need to scrap this remaining drone to fix Hailey back up because I don't have a bunch of scrap to spare, basically. I can still use Hell, but given that the stuff that I just saw doesn't seem to... Stealth doesn't seem to hide you from that, and there's possibly more of it on this ship. I don't think it's worth sticking around. So we're going to end this one here. So basically, all we got was a little bit of scrap. Yeah, this was a pretty bad run, and we now have other problems as well because the remote power is failing. Things are going to get a lot tougher from here. But we do need to fix Hailey. There's no way around that. I can repair it a little, in which case it'll be functional, but that means that even if it takes a little bit of damage, I'll lose this drone again, and that's not really what I'm looking for. But on the other hand, and how much scrap can I get for Jeff? I mean, at this stage, I guess it makes no sense to keep Hailey. It would make more sense to scrap that since Jeff already has more health. But I'm sentimental, so I'm not going to do that because Hailey's been with us from the start, so we'll be sentimental here and just get rid of Jeff instead. We can definitely use the extra scrap. Now let's see. Stealth is broken. We don't have enough to fix that. I need to kind of save up for that. This is a problem, 17% failure probability, and I use the stealth all the time. Instead of using the stealth, I could use a motion sensor. Or I can use the motion sensor together with the stealth. That's also not a terrible idea. I never use sonic, so let's get rid of that and get the motion sensor in here, and we'll have a preference for that, and if we see that there is potentially something in a room, we'll go in with stealth. What else? Hell never uses the lure. I thought we had a spare generator. We don't. That's also an issue. Well, tow and interface, we'll keep that. Is there anything else that's useful in here? What does turret do? Arms or disarms a drone turret? Scans the room for undetected items. That's not particularly useful. I've used that in the past. Still 2 jumps left. We can go to other ships in this system. It's false. 140, 107. This has 2 infestation types, and it's volatile. This is as volatile. We don't know how many infestation types. So do we take the gamble? In which case it's... I mean, I guess we're guaranteed 2 infestation types on Salvage B. They're both volatile. Salvage B has slightly more scrap. And we could definitely use scrap. This is a tough decision. Let's go for one of the stable ones. Since we're not in the strongest position right now. Yes, the long-range scanner. Man, the long-range scanner really does not last long. I feel like I want to get rid of this for now. We'll include reroute power. That's useful too. Although I don't know how useful it's going to be if we're using remote power. Well, it could be, I guess. So... I am surprised that we're still alive, to be honest. What can we see? There's a bunch of scrap over on that side, and we can get to that by docking in A2. So we are going to do that, but let's first check out the room, which is pretty much guaranteed to be safe. Well, not guaranteed, but at least safe initially. We can power that if we need to. That has a terminal in it, that's useful. Also has a generator. Let's see what we can do with this terminal. I should really increase the speed of my drones. There is an upgrade for that. Interface is not powered, of course. What is this? Remote. Oh, we can't do this too much now because the system is damaged. We may as well just kind of drive over to that other room. I just need to be careful. D6. I've got an idea. Let's just vent this. Oh, we can't open that airlock. I wanted to open it a bit just in case there's something in there, because I feel like we need to be cautious right now, but let's first see what we can do with this defense. Yeah, let's activate the ship's defenses. That means that if there is a turret somewhere and there is something roaming around, it should take care of it. Let's open a couple of these doors, just to give stuff that is around the opportunity to move around rooms, and hopefully that could take care of a problem. Defense in room 5 killed 1 enemy. Perfect. So the defense is in room 5, which means that we need to disable it before we go in there. But what this at least means is that I'm pretty confident that I can go into room 5 now without... Door 9 is blocked. Interesting. Oh, it could be that whatever was trying to drive in there got killed in the doorway. So we'll disable defenses again. We'll stay on the interface. And then also let's look at the motion. So room 3 is inconclusive for some reason. I don't think anything can be in there. But room 5 appears to be safe. We're gonna head over here. Why is the turret still moving? I'm sure I disabled it. Info? Is he gonna shoot me? No, okay. Yeah, that got killed in the doorway. Nice. Okay. So that was coming through from... Oh, we can check the motion sensors again. Room 2 is inconclusive as well. Well, we already know what one of the enemy types is, and I think that should be fine with stealth. If I can find... Well, room... We can go through door 10, actually, because this is clear. Power this. We can get this fuel as well. Okay, great. So... I think it is a good idea to power this, because if there is something going on in A2, I can vent that out. Door 6 is no longer responding. That's concerning. Man, there's so much scrap in that room. Do I risk it? I think we do. I don't know what the issue is that side, but we can't use that turret. Okay, so I have an idea. What we're going to do is we'll open A1 up. We'll use the end command to get these guys to go back into R1. We'll close up any doors that doesn't need to be open. That's just generally always a good idea. A1, we'll redock at A2, then we'll remotely power... Well, we have to remotely disconnect R4. We'll remotely power R7. And we're going to use the motion. That's still inconclusive. So everything kind of relies on whatever is in here not being something that's going to kill me. And we're about to find out. Seems clear to me. So the risk paid off in this case. I'm just a bit cautious because that door failed, because in the past it has happened that that was actually a breach that led to radiation. But I think we'll probably leave this ship here. We got enough out of this one that we can take the drones out. So we're up to 117 days survive. I guess every time you do a jump, that adds a whole bunch of days. Motion deteriorating on drone 1. We are really in a bad state now in terms of equipment. Let's see just how much scrap we have to fix stuff up here. 13, which means we can either fix up Hailey some more, but I think I'm better off having these systems repaired, and I can only repair one of the two. And I kind of feel like stealth is more critical. I literally use that all the time. So we are going to repair this. And we'll just keep Hailey, I guess, in a really poor state. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here. I will see you for the next video. And as always, please do like and subscribe if you like this kind of content.